Hi, Radiant Heart. You're going to know this video is for you because you're working on something right now, be it a creative project, a newer version of you, a new business, or perhaps a relationship. And you may be thinking, this isn't turning out the way I imagined. But what if the thing you think is flawed is actually the most honest part of your life? You know, it may not be smooth, or it's probably messy because life is messy. It's imperfect. It doesn't look polished. There's dips along the way. And there might be a quiet voice that's saying, is this enough? Is this good enough? It isn't right. But what if it's not failure? What if it is the masterpiece that you're creating, co-creating from the truth of your lived experience? And if it's coming from the truth of your lived experience, then it's complete and it's whole. It's felt. And that's a kind of beauty that that's a kind of beauty that really only comes from honesty and lived experience, not perfection. Not from performance, but from the lessons of lived experience. So whatever it is you're working on, it's just a process. It's where you are right now, bringing all the tools that you've learned to this point in life, and in the process, as you add your learned experience or your lived experience and the lessons that you've learned along the way, it is a masterpiece, be it a creative project, the you that is now, even though you may be working on a newer version of you, you're still whole and complete just the way that you are. And if it's a creative project, even if it's not turning out the way that you imagined, it's still a reflection of you and your creativity. And if it's a relationship, then, you know, perhaps look at it through different eyes. Try empathy on looking at it from the perspective of the other person. And anyways, I'm going to bring it back to just even in the messiness of life, and you know, we sometimes feel like this isn't right, like it's not how I thought it would be. It's still a reflection of the complete and wholeness of the truth of the lived experience of you. and that makes it a masterpiece. And so, if this resonates with you, I invite you to just sit with that tonight and try on a different perspective. Look at your life from a different perspective. Perhaps meditate and look at your life from a higher perspective, because that can help shift things quite a bit. And I want you to know, until then, even in your imperfection and even in the imperfection of whatever you're working on, it's already a masterpiece.